opener as the Warriors host the Hawks in a great matchup. I'm here with Max and Catan for a great night of basketball. With it being the home opener, everyone's here. The Pet Valley's going hard. We have to speak a little bit louder because of how loud they are actually and all the fans. So we're excited to be here. And Max, why don't you start off the first game changer of tonight?
Yeah, so Jacob, since the first game of the season, we have 4 seniors starting tonight, and they're really going to have to set the tone early this season and take more of a leadership role on the court.
It'll be very interesting to see what they can do, especially with them starting the game. They have to set the tone for the underclassmen, and we have a lot of underclassmen and new guys on the team. Catan, why don't you take it away with the second one?
Because even though we have 4 seniors on the team, Wade Davis is the only returning starter. So we're going to have a lot of new guys. We're going to have a lot of guys that need to step up and step in. Last year, we had 38 total points of offense that are not here anymore. So we're going to need some of those new guys, some of those seniors, new starters to step up and step in.
And lastly, we have a new head coach this year, Coach Smith. He's really taking on a theme of brotherhood and connecting a team and giving guys their own roles, and that way they can fulfill that and play as a team and play for the guys standing next to each other. That's his entire goal and motto for the entire season, and we'll see how it plays out tonight with all the leadership on the court and all the seniors and guys stepping into new roles. It's going to be a fun one. Come back after the break for action where the Wheaton Academy Warriors host the Bartlett Hawks. It's going to be a fun one tonight. Alrighty, welcome everyone back after the break. I don't know about you guys, but I got goosebumps after they announced the players there for the starting lineup. Let's look at the starting lineup for the Wheaton Academy Warriors. Just in case you didn't hear, we have Derek Schlembecker, Wandy Munoz, Wade Davis, Andrew Mueller, and Jeffrey Hilmer. Which 4 of those we mentioned in the pregame are seniors, so it's going to be interesting how they develop right off the bat.
I'm super excited to see Wandy Munoz coming in from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, the only junior in the starting lineup as well. So
also played on the Dominican Republic national team, so kind of crazy. Here we go, right off the bat. Bartlett with the shot, and it's no good. They look to drive the middle. They go for it. It's no good. Wandy Munoz able to recover that one.
Wandy already establishing physicality.
Here we go. Wandy looking to start the play for the Warriors now. Passes it off the side to Jeffrey. Jeffrey to Derek. Schlembecker looks to move the middle. Finds Jeffrey! 2 points on the board for the Warriors to start this one off.
And just off that play, you see the kind of offense they're going to run. They're going to move around and they're going to move the ball.
So here we go. The Hawks look to return. Jeffrey with a diving attempt there. Nothing goes there, and it is turned up and over by Bartlett, and it'll be the Warriors' ball.
You see Coach Smith talk about leadership, and to see one of your captains get on the floor for that ball, that's an impressive display.
Here we go. Wandy Munoz now will start it again for the Warriors. Derek able to break his ankles there. Going to start the players for the Warriors now. Finds Wade in the corner for 2 points, no good. Andrew able to recover though. Goes to the net and it'll be a travel.
Good job from Andrew Miller to get the rebound. Even though he traveled, I still like the hustle from Andrew Miller.
It's going to be a loud game with a lot of intensity. I got to talk to Coach Smith before this one. He said the first 5 minutes for both teams are just going to be an absolute scramble. Whoever's going to settle in first is going to have the advantage here in the first half. Here you go, Bartlett drives the net, goes for it, and it's going to be a foul, and the Bartlett Hawks will go to the line right off the bat.
Yeah, and that's Marty McCarthy to the free throw line, one of their starters, a returning senior, and he's going to go for 2.
As the crowd gets very loud here, and he misses the first one. Maroon Platoon very excited about that one. I'm sure the Hawks will lock in here in a minute.
Maroon Platoon out in full force.
As Marty McCarthy now with his second shot, and it does not go.
For 2.
You've got to think that's got to.
You've got to get that offensive rebound.
That's got to be something to do with the crowd there.
Wandy able to turn it over. He comes up on a rush. Finds Jeffrey
pass.
going to the net.
Finish.
Jeffrey Hilmer running the floor, and Wandy Munoz finding it. What a play.
4-0 now, Warriors. He pulls up with the shot, and the Hawks will go to the paint once again.
Wandy Munoz already establishing himself in just the first 2 minutes.
Here, let's look at the replay. Wandy had the chance to go to the play, not playing selfish basketball, able to find Jeffrey on the other side.
That's the kind of player Wandy is. If you look at his highlights from the Dominican Republic, he's a guy that distributes the basketball.
And the Hawks are on the board here. 4-1 now, Warriors lead. As Jake Nowak shooting for the Hawks now. And that one doesn't go. So the Hawks start this one 1 for 4 on free throws. Andrew Mueller going to the middle.
Andrew Miller.
And it will be a travel.
Andrew Miller playing a little bit too fast right now. Hopefully he can slow it down.
Yeah,
kind of like Coach Smith was saying, just need to slow down, not scramble early on.
Yeah, his feet are moving a little faster than his hands right now. He's got to get that dribble under him right now.
So here we go. Warriors look to defend again. The chants have started here in the Warrior Dome. And Wandy able to pick it off. Wandy to the net, and there he is. Just lays up the 2-pointer.
This is Wandy at full display. He's going to defend and he's going to distribute. What a player for the Warriors.
Very much so a two-way player, and he's really showing it today.
I called it in the pregame to one of my friends. Jake Wells can testify. I said Wandy Munoz 10 points in the first half. Wandy Munoz on a break, and
Wandy with another finish.
There it is. And what about the defense from Jeffrey Hilmer? My goodness, he's gotten the ball at least 3 times.
Warriors turning over the ball time and time again to start this one. And the crowd is chanting Wandy Munoz.
Wandy Munoz already becoming a fan favorite. Guys, it's only been like 4 minutes.
Let's look at the replay board here as, the story of the night so far is Wandy Munoz, my goodness, getting the crowd electrified. And what an exciting start to the Warriors season.
Wheaton Academy is about to be introduced to Wandy Munoz. Those who knew him in the Dominican Republic know this is what he does, and he's showing it now. This is an amazing addition for the Warriors, and it's already showing in just the first quarter.
As you guys thought you were going to be watching Warriors versus Bartlett basketball, but you're actually watching the Wandy Munoz show featuring Warriors.
And let's give a shout out to
basketball.
Jeffrey Hilmer. Jeffrey Hilmer's gotten his hands on about 4 balls so far. Some great defense out of the senior.
Wandy Munoz, an absolute dog on the defensive side of the ball. Bartlett looks to get some points on the board here as that one is fumbled, but recovered nicely there. As he will drive the paint, goes up for the shot, and it is good. Clark Lewis with the 2-pointer there makes it 8-3. Wandy Munoz able to snag that one. Looks for his teammate under pressure. Finds Wade Davis on the far side. He takes the shot.
Oh
my God!
Can we?
My
Wandy
goodness.
Munoz, what a pass.
Wade Davis buckets right there for 3 points.
Set up by Wandy Munoz.
Wandy Munoz will settle the ball here now. Wandy drives the paint, puts on the brakes. Finds Derek on the other side. Schlenbecker now to Wade. Pulls up again. He drills it home.
We do all this talking about Wandy Munoz. Derek Schlenbecker can distribute the basketball with the best of them too.
He plays team basketball, and you've seen it here early. And Bartlett tries to counter, but that one is no good. Wandy Munoz will start to play over again for the Warriors. He finds Andrew Mueller
Great
out of the
pass.
net. Wade Davis once again. Oh my goodness, just misses that one.
Yeah, that was off a great pass by Andrew Mueller.
As you can see, every player on the team is willing to distribute the ball, and they're all dangerous.
As Wandy will cover that one for the Warriors, they go back up to the court now. Wandy puts on the brakes, step back, shot. It's no good.
Look at Jeffrey Hilmer
So
getting
close.
there.
That one just doesn't quite fall there. But man, what a start for Wandy, huh?
Absolutely. This defense is suffocating right now.
And the Hawks will go to the line once again. Marty McCarthy, but Chase Dockery and Sam Dykema will get in the game here very soon. My goodness, what a start for the Warriors, though. It's 14-3.
Yeah, and I think one of the best things about them is they have depth, too. Chase Dockery and Sam Dykema coming off the bench, those are starter-level players.
Marty McCarthy drains the first one. It is 14-4 now. Warriors still with a very comfortable lead here in the first quarter as Chase Dockery now entering the lineup with Sam Dykema.
Sam Dykema, senior, another senior off the bench.
As the only remaining starters now on the floor are Wandy, Derek, and Jeffrey. As Marty McCarthy drains both the free throw attempts there, and it is a 9-point game now. Hawks look to counter and get back in this one here in the first quarter. Is Derek Schlembecker going to start off the play for the Warriors here? Looks for a lane. Has nothing. Puts on the brakes. Finds Chase Dockery. Chase waits.
Wandy
sets up the block. Finds Derek. Far side. Takes the shot, and it is just short.
Wandy Munoz not only playing the point, but also setting screens. Shows his versatility as a player.
As a foul against Wandy right there.
Yeah, he's playing physical.
As Wandy has one speed in basketball, 100%.
Yeah. I also want to go back to him setting that screen. I mean, when you're a point guard, a star player, and you show that kind of physicality and willingness to do that, I mean, that sets the tone.
As the Hawks look to counter once again. The shot is going to be waved off as a foul against Bartlett there.
And
I can't wait for the break because we got so much to talk about already. So many names flying into my head right now for both teams. We got a lot to talk about early on in this one. We'll see what happens. Wandy makes a couple nice moves. Jeffrey does the same. Finds Derek Schlembecker under pressure. Finds Wandy under the net, and it's not going to quite go.
nice hustle from Wandy.
As it is Bartlett's ball there.
And Jeffrey handling the ball a little bit. I was talking to him before the game, and he said that he wanted to focus on ball handling as his main improvement.
That is the Warriors ball, actually. Derek Schlembecker tries to find Jeffrey. Not quite able to do that. Tries to find Derek on the other side.
Yeah.
As Derek bodied a little bit right there.
Jeffrey put it in a good place for Derek. Derek's got to hold on to that.
He was under a lot of pressure. I'm not sure he would have been able to hang on to it either way. But nonetheless, Bartlett's ball. Noah Rich Creek into the game now for the Warriors as well. Giving Derek Schlembecker a little bit of a breather now. As he drives the paint for Bartlett and puts it up.
Bartlett looks to be
again.
finally getting under their feet here, starting to get some points on the board.
Jeffrey finds Noah Rich Creek with the shot, and it is no good there, but Jeffrey's able to recover. Jeffrey has put the hops on display tonight so far for the Warriors. Noah trying to drive the paint there, and he fumbles it, and it is the Hawks' ball now. As they look to recover, he goes to the paint, and it is good there for Bartlett.
Bartlett really starting to pick it up here. The Warriors got to come back and gain that momentum that they just lost here.
As Cam Hunter there for Bartlett, was able to put that one up. Wandy putting on the brakes, and they call a travel against
And
Wandy.
Coach Smith was trying to call a timeout, but the ref did not see him. Wandy Munoz still determined to defend.
And once again driving the paint now is Clark Lewis, as it is right in range now.
Yes. And you see
for the
that.
Hawks. My goodness, what a matchup so far in this one. It's going to be a good game all the way through.
And you see Bartlett going to paint a little bit more as some of the starters come out. The bench guys have to do a better job of defending.
All right, let's look at the 2023 schedule. We have Bartlett to start off, obviously here at home. We have Oak Park River Forest on Wednesday night. That'll be a good game. Plainfield North on Saturday. And after that, we don't know who will play exactly, but it will be at home here, also in the Thanksgiving tournament. Then we have Marion Central Catholic at home again, Timothy Christian at home, Naperville North at home, and then we finally hit the away games with Aurora Christian and Hinsdale Central. So a lot of activity coming up for the Warriors, as we have a lot of those games live streamed as well. So make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram at TheRealWaTV, so you guys don't miss any upcoming news or events, because you'll want to stay tuned and watch a lot of this action from the Warriors, as this is already a fun team to watch in the first 5 minutes.
A lot of new faces, and those new faces are making big plays.
As sophomore Tyler Smith also in the game now.
And you see Tyler Smith handle the ball a little bit there. Let's just think about how many ball handlers the Warriors have. Derek, Wandy, Jeffrey Hilmer can handle the ball, and now Tyler Smith. This team is showing that they have a lot of different ways to score.
Chase Dockery as well is going to be another one of those, as he has the ball right now. Ben sets up a block for Chase Dockery. Chase Dockery trying to find a teammate, finds Noah Richcreek. Now to Tyler Smith. Tyler trying to drive the paint, lobs it up, and it is no good there. Good attempt, though, by Tyler. And that one is blocked by Chase Dockery.
That's a great block.
And
I think they call.
Let's look at the
foul.
replay right here. So he goes up for it.
And
Seemed to be all ball, but it caught a little bit of hand there right at the end.
He got a little bit of body in there too. Refs are usually going to call that.
And they drain that one. 2-point game. Max, it seems like the momentum's tilted towards the Hawk side a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Coach Smith called that timeout to try and calm the team down and really start to try and get that momentum back that they just lost. So.
And Bartlett has kept a few of their starters in, opposed to us who have our entire bench in. So you see that change a little bit. The bench has got to step up.
And that one is no good, and they keep the 2-point lead now. As Chase Dockery fumbles that one a little bit, able to pick it up again, and that one is turned over now by the Hawks. He drives the paint,
by Dockery.
And that one is no good. Chase Dockery able to turn it over. Looks to find Noah Richcreek on a break. Noah stuffed in close, and Noah Richcreek will go to the paint for the Warriors.
A little bit of miscommunication there. Both of their guys went to the same spot, but Noah's able to get the foul. And turnovers are something that the Warriors definitely want to limit. That was one of their first turnovers, but those are easy baskets the other way. Nice defense by Chase Dockery in order to recover.
Here comes Noah Richcreek now. And that one is in, and it is 15-12 now. Noah able to get on the board for the Warriors.
Noah, another returning senior this year. We keep talking about leadership. They have seniors in the starting lineup and coming off the bench.
As Noah didn't get a lot of playing time last year, definitely did not start, but also had an impact on the team, a major impact on the team, if that. As that one will be knocked out, it would appear, on the Hawks, and it'll be the Warriors' ball once again.
That's how you respond after missing a free throw. Get your hand in there and get the ball back.
Noah Richcreek finds Ben DeHaan. Ben DeHaan, a junior on this team, got a lot of playing time last year as a sophomore as well. As that one airballed there by Sam Dykema.
That's just nervousness. I mean, it's his first game. He's coming off the bench. He'll be better.
Not exactly what you want to see, but it's okay. You know, it happens. You have to get those nervousness out on the first game. In his first shot of the season, so you can only go up from there.
Yeah.
As the Hawks will count it on this side. Good defense by Ty Smith, and that one.
Jake Nowak just throws it away. I mean, great pressure by the Warriors in order to force that
and that's
turnover.
Tyler Smith. That's a sophomore, so you really like to see him stepping up to the plate in his first game.
Just miscommunication there by the Hawks, as they are going to have to do a little bit better about that when they're under pressure in the offensive end. Ty Smith now to the other side. Sam Dykema looks for a teammate. Chase Dockery now. Back to Ty Smith, to Ben DeHaan in the middle, and picked off there by the Hawks. They play it way down the court. Miscommunication there, and a great,
and you're starting to see the
play.
turnovers pick up a little bit, but
We mentioned him a lot so far, but Clark Lewis is one of the impact players for this Bartlett team. Looks like this Warriors team is a little bit nervous right now. And they're letting it get to them
and that's exactly what you don't want to do, give up easy transition points. That's an easy way to let a team get back in a game.
So close to getting in there. Great try there by Noah Richkick. Let's talk about the next broadcast, which is against Marion Central Catholic in a couple of days. But my goodness, Max, who's a standout player so far in this one?
Absolutely, Wandy Munoz. I mean, he's a junior. He's the only junior starting, and I mean, he's from the Dominican Republic, and he's already seeming to be a fan favorite from the student section here at Wheaton Academy.
And he played with a lot of energy and a lot of excitement, as there it is, the next broadcast, November 21st at 7 p.m. here in the Warrior Dome against Marion Central Catholic. But yeah, I mean, Catan, you can't argue with what Max just said. He's a fan favorite. He had a lot of energy so far and put points on the board for the Warriors. I mean, you can't ask for anything more.
I mean, but it's not even the points that's the most impressive to me. It's the fact that he's getting on the floor, he's setting screens, he's getting rebounds. Wandy Munoz is also doing the dirty work, and that inspires your teammates as well.
Yeah, his defensive play is also unbelievable, getting a couple steals there. I mean, he is all over the court, and his impact is really starting to show.
Jeffrey Hilmer doing well on defense as well, too.
I think another thing you have to talk about is the fact that Derek Slemberger and Jeffrey Hilmer are getting him the ball early on in the play, and he's allowed to put points up. I mean, there's been a lot of times when they could have taken the shot themselves, and they passed it over. Along with Wade Davis, he did the same thing.
Trust me, Derek Schlembecker can score with the best of them, so him giving up the ball shows his unselfishness.
Absolutely, as Derek Schlembecker going to start off the plays. He's back in the game now for the Warriors. Derek passes it to Andrew Mueller. Andrew almost took the shot there. Tries to find Ty Smith. Ty Smith to the middle. And that one is blocked by the Hawks there. And Bartlett will move right up the middle. Clark Lewis not able to get that one as they funnel it out to the side, and no good on that attempt. And it will be White's ball there.
I mean, when they put guys like Andrew Mueller and Ben DeHaan, it's impressive.
As Derek Schlembecker will move the ball up the court now for the Warriors. He will start to play all over again.
With Wandy out, he might get
that one is picked off by the Hawks once again. He takes it to the net, and it is in. Jake Nowak for the Hawks there.
Derek's usually a careful player with the ball. Rare turnover from him.
Warriors just need to find their groove. They have not been able to do so yet, and Derek Schlembecker with a nice move there to put 2 points on the board.
Showing what he can do offensively.
You love to see it out of the senior captain there, not getting a lot of playing time last year, but able to do it right there, as Clark Lewis will go to the line for Bartlett now.
Yeah, he's gone to the line a few times. He's getting in the paint.
He's got nice shoes, too. Love to see that.
Those are bright.
Those are bright.
Yeah, I mean, Ben DeHaan and Andrew Mueller have done a good job of defending the paint. And it's impressive what they've done, even with the foul call. I mean, they're making it tough on them inside.
As Jeffrey Hilmer and Wade Davis back into the game now for the Warriors. As that one is no good now. Wade Davis able to save that one, as that one was going to go out of bounds on the Warriors. He's able to start the play over. Derek Schlembecker now under pressure. Makes a couple nice moves.
Trying to make it tough on him.
That's a nice pass there. Ty Smith wide open in the corner. Makes a nice move, and then shot is just a little short.
Derek didn't panic under the press, and that's impressive from him.
Honestly, I think the Warriors are starting to get that groove back. They just got to finish.
And Wandy Munoz is about to come in the game, too, so that could be another good big
Marty
boost for them.
McCarthy there going for the shot. Fouled a little bit and then not able to finish. We'll see if he can point some points here on the board for the Hawks as he goes to the line for them.
And this Maroon platoon distracting him once again.
As you can see there on your screen, my favorite camera in the entire house, the backward cam. I just love the angle from that guitar.
I love all of the angles that our broadcasting team gives us. Shout out to the broadcasting team and Mr. Hockett. They work extremely hard to give us some great shots.
As Marty McCarthy trying not to fall under pressure, and he's able to put that one home. 3-point game now as the Hawks lead 20-17. Derek looks to start the play now for the Warriors. Andrew Mueller drives the paint, and that'll be another travel.
And Andrew Mueller, I mean, right now he's just a little bit nervous, and that's all you can say. Andrew Mueller's a good player. He played last year, got some minutes off the bench. Right now he's not in his best form, but I'm sure he'll improve as the game goes on.
Wandy not happy with that call there. As that is Wandy's second foul, and the Hawks will go to the line once again.
And you're starting to see a lot more double teams from the Bartlett Hawks. That means that they're trying to get more pressure on us and trying to get us to make mistakes.
And Wandy Munoz also, so he played in the Dominican Republic on the national team. I think that's important to talk about when we talk about his style of play, because they play super physical down there. I lived in the Dominican Republic for 3 years and was able to catch a couple pro games, and they play super, super physical, and not a lot of fouls and penalties are called off the bat. So you kind of have to understand that he's going to play physical off the bat.
And that'll be a quick adjustment. He's learned everything else so easily, and he'll learn that too.
Yeah, absolutely. You can already see him talking to the ref, trying to figure out what's going to be called and what's not in terms of the physical play.
Warriors down 5 points now, and it'll be another break for Bartlett. As Wandy
and that
for
time,
the block there, and his ankles get snapped a little bit.
And that time the double team got them. I mean, Bartlett's going to keep playing this defense. The Warriors have to find a way to stop it.
And that pass is picked off now by the Hawks. Warriors just need to play possession a little bit better so far in this one. As Wade Davis able to block that one, as Derek Schlembecker able to pick that one up for the Warriors now, and he continues to move up the wing. He throws it to Wandy Munoz. Wandy, nice play to Andrew Mueller, and one.
And that's how Andrew Mueller responds to the three travel calls. He's able to get the and one.
Man, Derek Schlembecker under a lot of pressure there, and then Wandy Munoz able to put it up for Andrew Mueller.
And short memory from Andrew Mueller, that's exactly what you need when you play basketball.
As he is on the board now for the Warriors, that is what needed to happen. Andrew able to put it in there, so essentially a three-pointer, you might as well call it, as he gets 3 points. Right there for the Warriors.
And that should help him get his groove back. All you need to see is the ball go in the rim.
Clark Lewis pulls up and he puts it in, as he is the #1 player for this Bartlett team. You can tell already. Jeffrey Hilmer to the net, and one.
And Jeffrey has been working extremely hard in the weight room, and that showed off right there.
It would seem like every time the Hawks try to shut the door, the Warriors just creak it right back open. As you can see right on that play, Clark Lewis puts up the 2-pointer. Nice play there. And then Wandy able to turn it right back around to Jeffrey Hilmer, makes a nice pass, and Jeffrey Hilmer puts it up.
And now it's just about consistency. String together a couple of buckets, limit the turnovers, and this game can swing right back in Wheaton Academy's favor.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Warriors really starting to answer back. After this momentum shift, they're starting to get their groove back and starting to finish more buckets.
I don't believe the Warriors have missed a free throw so far in this one.
They have not.
So they're going to be crucial on those, and he pulls up and he drains it. Jake Nowak from deep.
That's just a tough shot.
As Jake Nowak now the top scorer for the Bartlett Hawks
with 10
in this
points.
game. Wandy Munoz, nice move there, step back for three, and it is just too far, and it goes out.
That looked good.
So here we go. Jake Nowak once again with the shot, and that one is no good. Wandy Munoz races them up the court, makes a nice move, puts on the brakes to Andrew Mueller. What a play, Wandy Munoz.
Most point guards would have just drove that in and just thrown up a wild shot. Wandy has the patience to stop and hit the wide open cutter.
Yeah, absolutely. He's really showing his IQ and experience, and man, is he making an impact.
As travel now against Bartlett.
And
Is it Warriors Country featuring Wandy Munoz or Wandy Munoz featuring Warriors Country? Let's look at the replay here. Wandy puts on the brakes right there, sends the Hawks players finding and finds Andrew Mueller once again.
Just a high IQ play by Wandy Munoz.
And we see Andrew Mueller getting on the board now.
Yeah.
Here we go. Jeffrey sets up a block. Wandy puts on the brakes and puts him on ice right there as Derek Schlembecker moving the ball around now. Wade Davis to the middle to Chase Dockery now, who pulls up for a two-pointer, and that will be short of the rim for an air ball.
It was an air ball, but I love the ball movement. Every single player on the court for the Warriors can handle the ball, even Jeffrey Hilmer, and that you're going to get shots like that all day, and they're going to start falling.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can actually see during that play, Wandy's sort of starting to call stuff, and he's actually being a real leader out there, even with seniors on the court, and he's a junior.
And it is his first game as a Wheaton Academy Warrior as well, as Austin Gates is in the game for the Hawks now. So here we go. Hawks drive the paint. Nice stutter step there, and Wandy able to pick it off. He drives the corner. He goes up, and he puts it in for the Warriors.
And Derek Schlembecker able to poke out the ball and give it to Wandy.
And that's
Chase
another great
Dockery.
play.
Now to Wandy Munoz again, pushed out of bounds, and it'll be the Hawks ball.
A little bit of physicality there. Ref decided not to call it, but I still like the fight from Wandy Munoz to go after that ball. As it is 29-27 with just over 3 minutes left in the half.
Nice, here we go. They go to the corner once again for three, and that one is no good. Chase Dockery able to pick it up for the Warriors. Derek Schlembecker now. He waits. Had an open shot, didn't take it. Finds Jeffrey Hilmer under the basket. It's a tie game. Derek Schlembecker is a team player. I'll say it time and time again. Finds his teammate right there in the basket.
Your two guards are loving to distribute the basketball. That makes your teammates happy, and that's going to make Mr. Smith happy too.
Warriors turn it over again. The starting lineup for the Warriors has proven themselves in this game as they have dominated the court when they are on the court. Derek Schlembecker now. Looking for a teammate, able to find Wade Davis now. Wade Davis with time as we are late here in the first half, tied up at 29. What a game we have. Chase Dockery now to Derek Schlembecker. Derek going to drive the paint, puts it up and in. My goodness, Derek Schlembecker, show it off, baby.
First quarter is Wandy Munoz getting some of those buckets. Now it's Derek Schlembecker. Warriors have multiple guys who can get their own basket.
Yeah, and you can see on the court, the majority of them are starters, and they're really starting to shift this energy back towards the Warriors here.
As George Mativas there for the Hawks getting into it now as they take a 1-point lead now. Jeffrey Hilmer spins off one. Oh my goodness! Put on a show, Jeffrey Hilmer.
What a spin move by Jeffrey Hilmer.
As that one will be just short. Jeffrey Hilmer able to recover for the Warriors now. Nice crossover there. Jeffrey Hilmer puts on the brakes. Finds Wade Davis in the corner for three, baby!
And the momentum is starting to shift. Warriors take a 4-point lead.
Yeah, the Warriors just distributing the ball all over the court, and the Bartlett defense is starting to scramble a little bit. And that's what you really want to see as Warriors,
and
as the Warriors come in.
And the platoon is getting a little bit louder.
4-point lead now with a minute left in the first half. Hawks need to put some points on the board, find guys on the outside. They penetrate the middle and a nice two-pointer there.
Some points are being put on the board. It's a fast-paced game right now. But the Warriors can play that way too.
Jeffrey Hilmer finds Wade Davis to Wandy Munoz. Finds Chase Dockery, who will pull up by himself, and so close there. But not quite good enough, as it is a 2-point game now by the Hawks. He pulls up with the shot, and it is no good. Wandy Munoz able to grab it for the Warriors. Finds Jeffrey Hilmer on a break, who finds Wade Davis in the corner, who drives the paint now. And it will be the Warriors' ball.
It'll be a foul call. And you look at Wandy Munoz. On the stat sheet, it only says he has 6 points, but it feels like he's affected every single basket for the Warriors.
As when we look at the stat sheet, Jeffrey Hilmer has 11 points in this game. My goodness. He is making an impact for sure.
Jeffrey Hilmer has put in a lot of work, and that's showing.
As Wade Davis now. He drives the paint, goes for the shot, no good there. 15 seconds left now for the Hawks. Has the shot now, and it is good where it's a tie game now. Warriors, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1.
Davis.
Wade Davis.
Oh, he was not aware of the clock right there, but.
My goodness, guys, we have a lot to recap here in the first half.
Tie game at the half. Before the game, I thought that this was going to be a competitive one, and halfway in, right now it's showing.
My goodness. Max, who's your top 3 players on the Warriors to watch right now?
I would say Jeffrey, Derek, and Wandy. I mean, Jeffrey clearly showing his impact through points. I mean, he's got 11 points right now. He's playing unbelievable basketball. And Wandy clearly, both sides of the court, maybe not as many points, but making defensive plays, and he's distributing the ball well. And same goes for Derek Schlembecker with quite a bit of defense on one side and quite a bit of ball distribution on the other side of the court as well.
And when you talk about all 3 of those players, Derek, Wandy, and Jeffrey, they all bring something different to the game. So that's crazy. Make sure you guys stick around for the rest of the half. We have Mario and Paw Patrol racing right here. I don't know about you guys, but I got my dibs on Mario Kart in this one, as he is a racer. But if we talk about the other team in the Hawks, we have to mention Marty McCarthy, Jake Nowak, and Clark Lewis. They're the studs for them so far in this game, and it's going to be an interesting one in the second half. I can't wait to get to it. Yeah. I know you guys can't wait to get to it, and we'll see you guys after the break.
Hello, all right. It is time for the halftime shootout sponsored by the Shack, all right? We have Mario and Jake. Okay, if you are in the first 3 rows in room 2, you are rooting for Mario, all right? Let's see, who's Mario? The winner of the shootout, everybody in the first 3 rows and the second 2 rows will get anything from the concession stand, all right? You are Chase. Let's hear for Chase. Yeah, let's go to Mario. Let's hear for Mario. All right. Come here, guys. They're going to start over here. They're going to run down there, pick up basketball, and the first one to get a basket will win, all right? Mario team, let's hear for Mario. Come on, Mario. All right, let's hear for Chase. Oh, let's hear for Chase. Chase! Mario, you're over here, ready? Mario, you're over here. Chase, you're over here. Mario, move over. Here's, ready? I'm going to count to 3 and say go. 1, 2, 3, go! Let's hit that super go! Go! Go, 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 go! First one in the basket. Oh, almost. Tap her left, tap her left. Cheating. Oh, close. Oh, man. Yeah! Mario! Okay. Team Mario, see Miss Spiller on Miss Spiller for a keep-up the shot. See Miss Spiller on Miss Spiller. Team Mario, you on the road.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. We got a lot ahead of us in this second half, as we got people watching from all over the country right now. We got Iowa City, we got the Rocky Mountains, we got Minneapolis, we got Oakland, San Jose. We got so many different people watching.
We even got someone from the Dominican Republic cheering on Wandy.
And that's what you love to see. We got fans from both sides in this game. Fans from both sides here in the Warrior Dome. Can't be more exciting than that. But, Catan, what are the Warriors going to have to do? Me and you talked to Coach Smith just a minute ago. But
Coach Smith said two things that really stood out to me. He said that they're going to have to limit turnovers. They had a few, especially in the second quarter. They're going to have to limit those. And then he also said he wants to see them lock up on defense. They started out strong, but then they got a little lax as the half went on. Coach Smith wants to see them really get back to being what they were in the first few minutes.
Max, what do you think Bartlett's going to have to do to keep the momentum that they have so far carrying over in the second half?
Continue to finish at the basket and start trying to get stops on defense. This Warrior offense is starting to really pick up again, and I think they just need to try and suffocate that Warrior offense.
As the starting five is back out there for the Warriors here in the second half.
No changes from
Here
Smith.
we go. Right, just like that, Clark Lewis.
Wandy drew the foul? Offensive foul.
Offensive foul right there. No shot there. No points for Clark Lewis on that three-point attempt, even though it was successful.
Wandy sacrificing his body, and he took away what would have been 3 points.
As here we go, Derek Schlembecker going to start off the play for the Warriors once again. Derek signaling to Wandy to move to the other side. Wandy now starting to play for the Warriors. Finds Derek on the outside. Nice move, Derek. Goes to the middle. Andrew Mueller had a shot, didn't take it. Goes for the shot, no good there. Bartlett with speed up the wing. He goes to the net, and that is no good. And Wade Davis with a great athletic play to keep the ball in, but then Clark Lewis will put it up 14 points.
And that shot at the other end, even though it didn't go in, that was a good shot that all started from Wade Davis cutting to the basket. So you know Coach Smith is going to go back to that motion offense.
Wandy Munoz finds Jeffrey Hilmer now. Hilmer to Davis. To Andrew Mueller, who had a shot, and he'll go to the middle. Tries to find Wandy on the outside, not able to. Bartlett's ball once again. Warriors have to limit the turnovers like they said. Clark Lewis now, as that one goes in for a three-pointer.
Shooters roll.
You love to see that there from Bartlett. As they're coming away with the lead now. Andrew Mueller finds Wade Davis. Wade Davis now in the corner. Finds Wandy Munoz up top. To Derek Schlembecker with a nice move. Makes him fall over to Jeffrey Hilmer under the basket. Once again, Derek Schlembecker, an assist master in this game.
Derek Schlembecker with eyes in the back of his head to be able to see everybody who's open.
That's Clark Lewis starting the play now for Bartlett, and that one is blocked there by the Warriors.
Yeah, the replay here. Derek makes him fall, and then the dime to Jeffrey Hilmer.
That's Chase Dockery in the game now from Andrew Mueller. The Hawks have a three-point lead now. Make that a 5-point lead as it's 43 to 38 now.
Jeffrey Hilmer just fell asleep on that inbound play.
Chase Dockery with the ball now. Finds Wandy Munoz. Wandy hasn't made an impact so far in the second half. We'll see him get going soon. Derek Schlembecker for three! He cashes in to make it a 2-point game.
And when you pass the ball, you can shoot the ball. Derek's starting to feel it on all aspects of the court.
He's starting to ramp up now for the Warriors. The third highest scorer on the team for them. Clark Lewis going to take that shot. And he will go to the line for 2 free throws.
And when you're able to pass the ball like Derek does, the shots just come easier. Your teammates want to get you the ball. They want to make you make decisions because everyone on this team trusts Derek. They trust Wandy. They all trust each other to be able to make the right pass and make the right play.
Clark Lewis puts that one up once again. And it is 44 to 41.
We've seen a lot of runs in this game. Basketball is a game of runs, and the Warriors, it looked like they were about to fall behind, and they're right back in it.
1 point can change the entire look of the game. As that one is turned over there.
Jeffrey Hilmer getting his hands in there.
And that one turned over by Bartlett once again. And 47-41 now. The Hawks running away with it a little bit here in the second half. Warriors going to have to start closing the gap. Passes it off to Derek Schlembecker. Almost took the shot there, and he finds Wandy Munoz now.
Derek's going to be
Wandy
patient.
driving the net to Derek on the outside. It's cashed in once again, Derek Schlembecker.
And now you're starting to see what Derek can do. Not only can he pass the ball, he can shoot it. He can make decisions. Truly a complete player on the court.
Yeah, and that's a great play by Wandy as well. Just finding Derek in the corner there for that easy, uncontested shot. And you know Derek is going to finish those.
And Wandy able to find Derek in the corner, and he just pulls up. Look at him just pull up and make that.
Yeah, zero hesitation from him.
What
there.
a shot from Derek.
He looks confident. He looks like a different player from last year, as he didn't have a lot of time. And I think the role that he's had in Coach Smith giving each guy a role has made them a lot more confident in what they bring to the table. So here we go once again. Clark Lewis driving the corner with the shot here, and that one is no good. Jeffrey Hilmer able to bring that one back down for the Warriors.
Oh.
As that one's fumbled by Jeffrey now. 2-on-1 now for the Hawks as that one's lobbed up, but Jeffrey standing strong on defense. Wandy Munoz now up the wing to find Derek Schlembecker on the outside. He almost goes 3 for 3 as that one is just short there. As if it's a juggling act on the other side now by the Hawks. They recover. He drives the net. They find him in the corner. It's good there. Once again, Marty McCarthy for the Hawks.
And that all started from another turnover. Coach Smith was stressing it before the game and before the half, and that's how they're getting a lot of their points, is they're turning the ball over. They've got to limit that.
As Derek Schlembecker looks to defend here, and they call a foul on Derek Schlembecker.
Yeah. On the court, there's two things you really don't want to do. You don't want to give them turnovers, and you don't want to give them free throws. Those are easy baskets, and sometimes all the player needs is to see the ball go in the hoop.
Tyler Smith into the game now for Derek Schlembecker after his third foul there. I'm sure they're trying to get him off the court and staying safe for the rest of the game. Clark Lewis trying to drive the net now, and he is able to put it in. His unmatchable height gives him that easy shot over the Warriors players as the Hawks now have an 8-point lead.
And Clark Lewis has made some tough shots today.
Yeah, he's got 20 points. He's putting on a show so far.
And that one is against Tyler Smith.
And Marty McCarthy showing some emotion. He's also been pretty physical this game, too.
As he turned around and gave the Maroon Platoon a little bit of a shout there after that foul, letting them know what was up. We'll see if they get back into the game after that.
The Maroon Platoon's not going to back down. I know that.
As Clark Lewis has 20 points in this game so far, and he goes for 22, and it will be no good. Ty Smith now finds Wandy Munoz up the wing. Wandy starting the play there. He passes it off to Ty Smith.
And you see them double-team Wandy there. They're starting to realize how much of a threat he is playmaking the ball.
Ty Smith trying to find Wandy in tight. Who finds Sam
pass.
Dykema in the corner? He puts it in.
What a pass by Wandy.
And just like that, the Maroon Platoon erupts.
And Wandy trying to hype up the team. That could be what they needed.
Yeah, and that isn't just a great play by Wandy. That's a great play by Ty Smith. Just unbelievable find on the inside to find Wandy there. That's a great play.
As you can see, the other team starting to double team Wandy just a little bit. And oh my goodness, Ty Smith, show it off, kid.
First points off the bench for Sam Dykema and Ty Smith.
Yeah, that's great to see, especially once again, a sophomore stepping off the bench, really starting to step up, and that's great to see from him.
As you said it before, Catan, this is a game of runs, and it showed so far in this one. Clark Lewis, D'd up by Sam Dykema. Sam Dykema with that height, able to do it. And that one, it goes in there by Jake Nowak.
Yeah.
And a timeout called there by Bartlett.
And a little bit of push by Bartlett. We're starting to see
Let's look at the replay here on that great play. As Ty Smith able to just lob that one up and over the defense for 2 points. All right, let's look at last year's stats. As Jeffrey Hilmer had 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist last year. I mean, not bad considering he came off the bench. But then you compare it to this year's stats, And my goodness, has he had an impact. 13 points in this one, Kentucky.
And amazing defense. I mean, Jeffrey looks like a totally different player, and I think Coach Smith has unlocked some of that potential that he had last year.
I think it all has to do with the fact that Coach Smith has given each guy a role, and he's been clear about it, and each guy's able to go forth and command their game even better than they could last year.
Everybody's going to get a chance to play. You're seeing some guys, Andrew Mueller, Jeffrey Hilmer, even Noah Richcreek with some of his defense, guys who didn't play that much last year, but who are getting a chance to showcase what they can do today.
As here we go, just under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. As the Warriors trailing 6 points here. So it is the Warriors' ball, but they need to get back into it. As on the court now is Wade Davis, Chase Dockery, Ty Smith, Sam Dykema, and Noah Richcreek for the Warriors.
And Bartlett going to run the full court press here. They're going to try and get some pressure on the Warriors. The Warriors have been turning it over, so they're going to have to hope that Bartlett isn't able to force some more.
Ty Smith going to start it here for the Warriors. He breaks loose. He's going to drive the net to Sam Dykema. Makes a nice move. Finds Wade Davis on the outside. Wade Davis now to Chase Dockery in the corner. Cuts in and puts it up for 2 points.
That's just great ball movement there by the Warriors, really getting this Bartlett defense scrambling, and you can see it's a good finish at the hole.
And the Warriors have so many shooting threats.
That
Bartlett
is
has to
an
step up.
unreal play there by Jake Nowak to put it up for 2 as a game of runs, just like you said. Noah Richcreek now to Wade Davis. Wade Davis to Chase Dockery. Dockery makes a couple nice moves.
And they're going to call a foul on the floor before he puts it up. So no free throws, but they get the ball under the basket.
Max, what do you think? Do the Warriors need to slow the game down or keep it going fast right now?
I actually think they should keep going fast. I think the key is to try and get stops on defense because they're finishing at the basket. The problem is Bartlett just continues to answer back and maintaining their lead.
Yeah.
So I think you really need to start trying to cause turnovers on defense and get back in this game.
Yeah, it's the bucket there from Bartlett. Just because you play fast doesn't mean you have to turn the ball over. I think if they can play fast and limit those TOs, they'll be fine.
As Sims was able to put that one in there for Bartlett, as that one's a missed shot there by Chase Dockery. Warriors losing their momentum just a little bit. Clark Lewis down into the corner as
Double
he is
team.
under pressure now, and he throws it out.
They-
And timeout now by Bartlett.
Yeah, that's a good defensive play to force them to burn one of those timeouts. It's a close game right now, and that could be important as the game winds down.
Max, it looks like the Warriors lost some momentum a little bit. Why do you think that is? What has Bartlett done to combat the Warriors game?
I just think they're finishing really well. I don't even think Wheaton Academy is playing particularly bad on either side of the court. Bartlett is just unbelievable at finishing that basketball.
Yeah, I think they're just taking advantage of the opportunities that they get. They're getting turnovers and they're finishing off of them. The Warriors are giving this game to Bartlett right now. So if they can just limit the mistakes, limit the turnovers, then they can take it back.
I agree with Max. I don't think the Warriors have done anything wrong necessarily. I just think Bartlett's outplayed them on both sides of the ball here in the second half, and that's why they've led this game. As here we go, Clark Lewis for 3. Once again, that one is short, and Sam Dykema able to knock it over. But a foul against the Warriors against Sam Dykema.
Sam Dykema has always been a physical player. Even last year in his sophomore year when he was on JV, he's always been a guy to get in the face of other players.
Clark Lewis with the shot there. That one's no good. I think that's the first back-to-back shots that Clark Lewis has missed all night. Chase Dockery now with a nice move. Trying to spin off the Bartlett defender. Noah Richcreek to Sam Dykema. To Chase Dockery. To Sam Dykema, and a foul.
That was a travel, not a foul, but that comes off of indecision by the Warriors. I mean, right now they don't know where they're gonna be on the court, and that's causing them to travel with the basketball.
6 seconds left here. 4, 3, 2. A step back, and my goodness, that one.
And that was great defense by Noah to contest without fouling.
Okay, the Warriors trail 8 points going into the fourth quarter. They need to get some work done. as Juan De Munoz and Derek Schlembecker are going to check in at the table for the Warriors. And we will see what happens. We'll see what happens. I think the most important thing for Juan De Munoz and Derek Schlembecker is just to pass the ball. Keep doing what they've done in the second half. They've obviously double teamed and figured out that Juan De Munoz is the star player on this team, so he needs to keep evolving and moving the ball to the other teammates.
I'm looking for the big men like Andrew Mueller and Jeffrey Hilmer to get some baskets. You see they're double teaming Wandy. I'm sure they're going to start double teaming Derek.
And let's talk about the Crystal Pillar Awards we've won here at Wheaton Academy. We take broadcasting very seriously, as you guys can probably tell by the production, by all the cameras here. So we got to thank all of our crew here tonight, everyone on the cameras. We got Henry up on graphics there on screen. We got the class is run by Mr. Hockett, and I think we have to give a shout out to him because he does such a great job instructing us and giving us what to do. But yeah, a huge thank you to them, and it's so much fun being a part of every single game, day in and day out, as I've been on the mic almost every single game this season, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, we've won a couple of Crystal Pillar Awards here at Wheaton Academy, and we hope to get another one this year through broadcasting. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let us know where you guys are from. Obviously, you guys have already done that, most of you. Let us know who you're rooting for, what you think about the game in this one. But here we go, 8 minutes to play.
Yeah, and I mean, the Warriors, right now they're down, but they've just gotta play their game. I mean, they don't have to panic, just play their game.
As that one is picked off there by Bartlett, he takes it to the net, and it's 2 points there. The first 10-point lead of the entire game now.
Yeah, you want to, on a double team like that, you want to see a player come a little bit closer to Wade Davis. I mean, right there, he had nowhere to go with it.
Jeffrey now to Bendahan. Jeffrey almost took the shot himself. He finds Wandy on the outside to Derek in the corner, splash down. Derek Schlembecker. Have yourself a night. Once again, he's a spark plug for this team. As soon as the team is down, Derek has buried a 3.
And if they want to keep leaving him open, he'll keep on shooting them. As Bartlett turns the ball over, Warriors might be building some momentum right here.
As the 2 top scorers now for the Warriors are Jeffrey Hilmer, and meeting him at the top, we've mentioned him all night, Derek Schlembecker. He has 13 as well.
Yeah, but this is the home stretch. I mean, Marty McCarthy just checked in for Bartlett. They've got to get
to Wade Davis, outside and just short there. Bendahan and his massive height there. And it will be a jump ball there. And a major hit there after the play by Marty McCarthy.
Bartlett's been hitting a little bit after the plays. You can tell that even though they're up, they've been getting frustrated by this physical defense. And the crowd did not like that one. Wandy isn't phased though, he's just gonna keep playing.
Wandy Munoz playing good defense there. He continues the D up. Clark Lewis now with the ball. He tries to find a way to the net, unable to. Moves it to his teammate. Bartlett looks to come back. Clark Lewis on the outside. It's in once again.
And Clark Lewis is just making some tough shots. I mean, this is not bad defense by the Warriors. He's making contested shots, and all you can do is just hope a guy like that misses.
Wandy Munoz now with the ball for the Warriors. He moves to the middle, makes a couple nice moves to Jeffrey, to Wade. Wade tries to penetrate to Bendahan in tight. Bendahan in his big height, able to put 2 points up on the board for the Warriors.
Yeah, once again, that's just great. That's just great passing, great ball movement there, and it's able to get them a finish at the basket.
As Wandy trying to pick that ball up there for the Warriors. Good defense there by him and Derek. They find their teammate in close.
And right now the Warriors are just having too many miscommunications on offense and defense. They've got to get on the same page.
It's Wade Davis now with the ball for the Warriors. They still trail by 10 points. Ben spinning in tight, finds Derek Schlembecker. Derek, he wheels in tight. Couldn't find anything there. Wandy Munoz spins off of him there. He finds Derek Schlembecker wide open, and it is just high. As here we go from deep and downtown, no good on that one. And Jake Nowak tried to put it up there.
And with just over 5 minutes left and the Warriors down by 10, you're probably going to start to see some more aggressive defense.
Bendahan to Jeffrey Hilmer. 2 guys on Jeffrey. as it will be the Warriors ball down in the corner.
Yeah, and for all the Warriors' ball movement, they haven't really played through the post that much. Let's see if that changes, if the Warriors want to get some more easy baskets.
It's Andrew Mueller now in for Ben DeHaan. If you guys haven't already, for all of you guys watching the game, make sure you follow on YouTube for more upcoming live streams. You can obviously watch past live streams as well. But yeah, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Go follow us on Instagram at TheRealWattTV as well. You don't want to miss any upcoming games or announcements for our upcoming live streams.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see how Andrew Mueller plays.
As that one is turned over once again. And a 12-point lead now. Warriors starting to crumble as the Hawks are running away with it just a little bit.
Bartlett is just not letting their foot off the gas. They're going to continue to double team and play aggressive defense.
Oh my goodness, what a play by Wandy Munoz as he almost drove that net entirely by himself as he'll go to the line here. As Wandy Munoz goes to the line, I believe this is his first free throws of the game. Katan, what do you think the strategy is for the Warriors?
I mean, they've got to find a way to limit Clark Lewis. Right now, he's just killing them in the paint from three. They've got to find a way to limit him if they want any chance of chipping into this lead.
As here we go, Wandy Munoz with another free throw as that one goes in. 68-57, the Hawks lead now. Clark Lewis going to start the play for the Hawks once again. Just under 5 minutes to play now. It is within range for the Warriors. They have to get points on the board quickly, though, and limit the Hawks scoring. Good shot there, and it's no good, and they put it right back up.
Yeah, and Jake Nowak able to tip it in. The Warriors have got to find a way to get some rebounding, especially because they're a little bit undersized. And a delay of game called on the Bartlett Hawks, number 2.
Wade Davis now will start the players for the Warriors here. Wandy Munoz. Wandy, no outlets there. Couple nice moves and then D'd up. And then coughed up there by the Warriors. Clark Lewis will put it up himself and then miss there. Wade Davis passes it to Derek. And that one knocked away there. Jeffrey on the outside. Back to Jeffrey for 3. It's in! And the Warriors get to 60 points now, and it's a 10-point race once again.
Game. Basketball, a lead can shrink like that. All the Warriors need to do is shrink together some turnovers, get some shots up, and they can tie this game up.
Absolutely, and once again, like you said, Clark Lewis needs to be limited here. He's playing some great basketball and he's finishing really well. So I think the Warriors really need to put a stop to his game here.
As let's talk about the next live stream. As I mentioned before, against Marion Central Catholic back here in the Warrior Dome. We're excited for another basketball matchup. But yeah, Warriors got to limit the turnovers. That's the biggest thing for them right now. If they can limit the turnovers, they're going to have possession a lot more and have more chances because their shooters have shot tonight. They've done super well with Derek Schlembecker, with Jeffrey Hilmer, all those guys putting the ball up nicely, along with Wandy Munoz. So you just have to limit the turnovers and give those guys more chances, and we'll get back in the game.
The shooters can shoot all the shots they want, but layups are never going to be harder than threes. So, I mean, they've got to just find a way to stop them from getting those easy layups, which are coming mostly from turnovers.
So here we go. We resume play now. 4 minutes left to play. The Warriors trail by 10. They need a little bit of a Cinderella story here in the backside of the second half. We talk about impactful players. Clark Lewis, 23 points for the Hawks tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, he was a big name coming in. He was someone that they were looking to stop, and right now they're not able to.
So he plays the other side now. Marty McCarthy on the far side. Clark Lewis now with the ball for Bartlett. Jake Nowak now. He tries to spin off one. He drives the middle. Marty McCarthy not quite able to get that one. And they play it to the outside, and it's in there. Jake Nowak.
And those are just the 50-50 balls. I mean, you have to win those plays.
Derek to Wade now.
Ooh. Physical hit by Jorina there.
Wandy Munoz. Jeffrey Hilmer spins off one to Derek Schlembecker. Makes a couple nice moves. Gets it back to Jeffrey. To Andrew in the corner. It's in. 10 points again. Just under 3 minutes to play. The Warriors have to make quick work now.
And Andrew Mueller had 3 travels in the first half, and he has not missed a shot since then.
They drive the paint once again. Now they'll put it up. Clark Lewis. As
it's an offensive foul on Clark Lewis. Jeffrey Hilmer able to draw it.
You can see there's the diving ball. Great pass there to put it up for the three-pointer as that one splashed down right after that. As Warriors get the ball now, this is what the Warriors need. Back-to-back possessions if they're going to put points up on the board here. Jeffrey Hilmer makes a couple nice plays. Finds Andrew Mueller. Makes a couple nice moves. Gives it off to Derek Schlembecker. Derek to
Mueller,
Andrew, and oh my goodness, what teamwork there.
Andrew Mueller able to recognize that Derek was trapped, and he was able to cut inside. That's a high IQ play by Andrew Mueller.
And now the Warriors are within 8. Starting to come back slowly but surely. They play it to the corner once again. Wide open shot, no good. Warriors have possession.
They've got to push it here.
Wade Davis finds Derek Schlembecker once again. Warriors are not playing panic. They're coming back slowly but surely. Wade Davis now.
And
turned over, but Wade Davis able to pick it up again. Finds Wandy Munoz.
Wandy.
He pulls it for 3. My goodness, it's just a 5-point game.
Game of runs. That's it. All you need is one run, and you're right back into the game.
And just like that, the Wandy Munoz chants are back in the building. I was so excited, I almost started chanting myself. But my goodness, Wandy didn't have a lot of space, but he just took it himself and started putting up the three-pointer.
And you see Coach Smith trying to motivate his team right now. They are only down 5 points with just over a minute left. I mean, Max, what do you want to see here?
I think the Wheaton Academy Warriors are really playing well here. They need to continue to play fast but composed basketball, and that's what they just did there. And they've shrunk this lead down to 5 points.
As a minute 43 now, and Bartlett just they need to play calm. They need to not change what they've done all game. They've played super well defensively, and they've gotten the ball to Clark Lewis the entire game, and that's what they're going to have to do throughout the rest of this one. But the Warriors have plenty of time. They've got a minute 43 on the clock. They got their starters out there. They got everyone they need in the right spots. As it is the Hawks ball here, as Warriors will pressure down in the Hawks end. Clark Lewis.
Jeffrey
wheels
Hilmer,
it up
full
the
court
side.
press. Jeffrey Hilmer is taking on the challenge of guarding Clark Lewis full court.
That one was tipped out of bounds by Jeffrey Hilmer. A minute 36 left to play now. Marty McCarthy looking for a man. They play it on the other side as he will try to go to the net, and it goes in. That's a dagger right there.
That's just good defense, better offense.
Mueller now to Wandy, to Wade Davis. As that one turned over by Derek Schlembecker, and he is knocked over.
Derek is not happy with, he was just grabbed on the leg as he was falling down. Derek's looking a little bit frustrated. But Derek's going to stay composed. It's only their 5th foul, so they're not in the bonus yet.
Wandy Munoz now for the Warriors. Derek Schlembecker. The Warriors have to speed the game up. Derek driving the net, and he will go to the line now.
He can make this a one-possession game with just making 2 free throws.
If Schlembecker can put both these in, the Warriors have a decent shot at coming back.
Yeah. And getting to the free throw line also gives your guys an opportunity to
And
rest.
he puts the first one in. My goodness, Derek Schlembecker has 14 points in this one. From a guy who didn't make a single start last year, he has 15 points and is one of the key players in this game for the Warriors. Clark Lewis now for Bartlett. Wandy Munoz turns it over. He will take it to the net, and it is a 3-point game.
And the Warriors are going to go full court press here. They're going to want to try and force a mistake while Bartlett is feeling a little bit flustered. And
it's a travel on Bartlett. My goodness.
What a call by Coach Smith to go full court press right there. He knew Bartlett was feeling a little bit flustered, and he said, we're going to take advantage of that.
I think Coach Smith made that call himself. I don't think the refs did. Coach Smith was on the court doing the signal himself and gave it to the refs to make that call. Here we go. Warriors give it to Jeffrey Hilmer, to Wandy Munoz.
They don't need to force it here.
They have plenty of time. They need a three-pointer. Wandy plays it to Jeffrey, to Wade, to Derek, to Andrew Mueller, who plays it down in tight. Wandy, he drives the net, and he misses, and Jeffrey puts it up. 16 seconds now, and timeout called by Coach Smith.
And good job of Jeffrey Hilmer not giving up on the play.
Jeffrey Hilmer's 18 points now. 15 seconds left for the Warriors to make something happen. It is a 1-point game.
And even though there's only 15 seconds left, they don't need to foul. They can try and put some pressure on Bartlett, hope that they can make a mistake or force a turnover.
They just need to make one shot. It's a one-shot game now. Yeah. One shot for Bartlett, one shot for the Warriors. If Bartlett would move the ball up the court quickly and say make a two-pointer, the Warriors just have to make a three-pointer to force overtime.
The one thing you just don't want to do is give up an and one. If a guy has them beat, just let him have the layup because it's still a one-possession game.
The Warriors, with a little bit of a comeback story here in the second half, look to make some magic happen here at opening night in the Warrior Dome with 16 seconds left. You can see Coach Smith running a designed play for the Warriors right here.
And you would think that they're going to go to Clark Lewis here, but he might just be a decoy for someone else. So they have to make sure they're aware of every single player on the court.
I don't think the Warrior Maroon platoon has ever been louder in the basketball stage than when Jeffrey Hilmer put that last two-pointer up. Full court press now, as the Maroon platoon starting to erupt. Here we go. Bartlett sends it all the way down the court.
There's a hold on. A hold on Wandy right there. Wandy being a little bit too physical. But there's no time taken off the clock, so maybe it's not all bad. And almost a turnover from Bartlett, but Jeffrey Hilmer's still able to get his hands on it. Yeah, they've taken a few seconds off the clock, but and they have another hold on Jeffrey. And there's so it's a one-and-one free throw right here. But even if they make both of them, it's still only a one-possession game with a three. The main thing is making sure that they do get the rebound if he does miss.
Mueller back in the game now for the Warriors as they give it to Clark Lewis to shoot. Shot there, it's made in. So now two-pointer ties it for the Warriors. If he makes it, Warriors do not need to panic. They just have to make a three-pointer to force OT.
All the Warriors need to do is make sure that they get the shot that they want.
They have to get a rebound here if the ball is missed. And it's made. Here we go.
And they need a three.
Derek Schlembecker will move it up the side.
And timeout by Coach Smith.
10 seconds left to play.
And Bartlett might foul us here and make sure that we don't get a chance to put up a three-pointer. It's a common strategy in basketball. I know I don't like it. I want to see exciting plays and game-tying shots, but that is the smart basketball.
If that
play
is
to
the
make.
case, the Warriors might just try to drive the net for a two-pointer and maybe get an N1 situation.
Yeah.
And make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at The Real Watt TV. We give updates for upcoming live streams, sometimes in-game highlights, and much more. So make sure you guys go follow us on that so you guys know when to turn in on the live stream. Coach Smith running the design play. I'm sure he's thought about all the possibilities right
And
here.
Coach Smith is running a design play. Sometimes you want to just let the play develop. You don't want to give the defense a chance to set themselves up, but I think Coach Smith is going to draw up a play that is going to get somebody wide open.
We'll see what happens. It's a three-point game.
Absolutely. I think the Warriors just need to be composed. Do not panic. You just need a three-pointer in order to tie the game up and send this thing to overtime.
It's unlikely, but they might also go for a quick two.
So here we go. We will see who gets the ball for the Warriors to make that three-point shot with under 10 seconds to play. Here we go. Here we go. Derek Schlembecker plays it to Wanda Munoz now. 7 seconds left to play. To Jeffrey Hilmer. Derek, 2, 1.
It's
Oh my God! The shot of the year!
Wow!
We're going to overtime! Derek Schlembecker is that guy!
And
We
Bartlett,
go to OT!
Bartlett makes the decision not to foul, and Derek makes them pay.
Derek
What a shot.
Schlembecker
What
is the
a
king
shot.
of Wheaton Academy currently.
You could hear their coach before he made it saying don't foul, and Derek makes them pay.
As my goodness, Derek Schlembecker owns the Warrior Dome currently. It is hard not to be biased considering that is my
And
best friend. But my goodness, let's look at the play.
That could
As
have
he
been
was
an and
contested
one.
too.
That could have been an and one even.
That could have been an and one, but I think the refs were too focused on if the shot went in. And we force OT.
Yeah, that's just confidence right there. The shot's been good for him all game, and he's able to just put it up.
Yeah.
It is great to see the Warriors stay composed there. They did not panic. And even in the last seconds, Derek just absolutely drains that shot.
Yeah, and the Maroon platoon going crazy too. 4-minute overtime, and the Warriors just need to ride that momentum into a dog.
As you can see, they're getting the hype now.
The
They
Maroon
want
platoon
the
is
energy.
hype.
Derek Schlembecker might have just made a little bit of Wheaton Academy history with the buzzer beater right there.
Now the question is Bartlett going to respond to that by falling apart, or are they going to be able to stay composed and make this a tough game for the Warriors?
I've been a part of multiple incredible sports moments here at Wheaton Academy. That was one of the loudest I've ever experienced. So here we go, jump ball to start. Bartlett for the three, and it's no good to start. The Warriors will get possession here.
They're gonna
Wanda
run.
Munoz with a nice play, and he will settle
Mueller
it down
is
for the
wide
Warriors.
open.
Mueller's wide open under the basket, and he will be fouled and go to the line.
Yeah, and I know it looks like he was able to see, but Wandy was being double teamed right there, and he still was able to find Andrew Mueller wide open under the basket for the foul call.
And just like that, the tables have turned. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wheaton Academy Warriors have come out to play here in their opening night as Andrew Mueller's at the line now. And that one goes in, and it is 78-77. The Warriors grab their first lead since the first half in this game. Andrew Mueller now does it again. The Warriors go up by 2 points.
The Warriors were down 5 late in regulation, and they just never fell apart. They were able to stay composed, stay solid, and now they're leading by 2.
Yeah, and I must say, Andrew Mueller really stepping it up since those 3 travel calls. He now has 12 points.
Clark Lewis tried to drive the net there. Bartlett able to take the ball back on that one. They get the rebound, And it's just a 2-point game. And that is a foul.
On Jeffrey Hilmer. Another 1-and-1 shot. It's only Jeffrey's second, though. Physical game from Jeffrey, but he's able to defend without fouling.
If you're Coach Smith, I would say that the most impactful players in this game are his starting 5. He chose the lineup correctly. And that one goes in just barely. We got a little crazy there with the second bounce.
And I mean, everybody's just on edge right now. It's been
Clark
such an
Lewis to
emotional
tie the
game.
game, and he does. It's 79 apiece. Derek Schlenbecker now will go up the right side. Derek. And he was bodied a little bit. Clark Lewis on a break,
Jeffrey
all
coming.
alone, and they go up by 2.
Yeah, Wade was pushed a little bit on that pass, but
Clark Lewis drops a 29 bomb here in the Warrior Dome. And he's still got time to play. Derek Schlenbecker now. Andrew Mueller. And here we go. Bartlett will come back up the side. They need a dagger here. And it will be the Warriors' ball as Wandy Munoz was pushed over there.
Wandy has been sacrificing his body all game for this team. And he's getting some more chance from the Maroon platoon. They're definitely appreciating his effort.
So here we go. They play the ball over to Wandy. See what the Warriors have up their sleeve there. Derek Schlenbecker now.
He wants the ball.
They give it to Jeffrey. A little bit of contest action, and Andrew Mueller ties it up.
Andrew Mueller has been moving off the ball all game.
As we mentioned, his slow start in the first half, he has 14 points in this game now. And Mark Lewis, open for 3, it's no good.
Hilmer.
And Wandy Munoz able to uncover that one.
They're gonna push it.
Spin move to Wade in the corner.
He's gonna slow it down.
He finds Derek. Derek for 3, and it's no good, but recovered by the Warriors. For Wade, 3-pointer, it's good! 84 to 81.
This is insane. Bartlett needs a timeout. The Maroon platoon is as loud as I've ever heard it before. And I mean, what a game. What a game from this starting
moment
lineup.
was in slow motion. The ball has never hung longer here in the Warrior Dome on that 3-pointer by Wade Davis. Let's see it right here. Mueller plays Wade Davis. And just like that, buckets only for Wade Davis as they take a 3-point lead.
Every player in this starting lineup and off the bench has stepped up for the Warriors. I mean, they have needed every single point this game, and this team's provided it.
If the Warriors pull away with this one, I would not be shocked if the Maroon platoon does not rush the court.
Oh, I think they're definitely rushing the court. This is as crazy a game as I can remember, and I've been here for a long time.
Pandemonium here in the Warrior Dome. Alrighty. My goodness, the Maroon platoon has gotten into this game. 84-81, the Warriors lead here. If you go to Wheaton Academy, where were you? 2022, November 21st, because you should have been in the Warrior Dome.
If we hold
let me
on,
tell you.
that's going down in history. I mean, what a shot by Derek.
If you go to Wheaton Academy and are watching the live stream right now, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for not pulling up to the Warrior Dome.
But we still thank you for watching the live stream.
Does give us a little more entertainment. Here we go. Bartlett has the ball now. They play it up the court. So here we go. Jake Nowak for 3. It's good. And it's a tie game just like that.
Nowak has 32 points. I mean, he's just...
Wandy Munoz now. Wade Davis, we apologize for the technical difficulties as we do not have a scoreboard right now. It is 84-84 with 1 minute on the clock. And it will be the Warriors' ball.
He grabbed it out of bounds. I mean, that's a confusing play, but it's going to be Warriors' ball.
Just wasn't thinking quite straight on that one. Tie game still. 1 minute and 15 on the clock. We get the scoreboard back for you guys. Derek Schlenbecker will have it under the basket.
they're definitely going to get Derek on some kind of movement after he gets the ball in.
They find Wade Davis on the outside. Wade Davis
Derek
looking to
moving.
drive the net. Derek Schlembecker.
Oh,
And he's not able to drain it there, but recovered by Bartlett. 84-84, 1 minute left. Bartlett has possession here.
they're going to try and hold it as long as they can. They've got to get some pressure on him. Make him make
Here
a
we
decision.
go. The Hawks playing once again. Wandy Munoz almost able to turn it over.
Wandy's got to be careful. They're both in the bonus.
Here he goes. He goes down the middle, and it's missed.
He missed
A
it.
wide open opportunity, and the Hawks not able to capitalize on that.
Derek telling Wade to just slow down. If they want, they can hold this as long as they want.
84-84 now.
They're going to hold it.
Once again, they just need to stay composed. You have time, and you want this clock to run down as much as possible and try
Derek
and finish
goes
this
to the
basket.
middle, and he is knocked
he's-
over, but no
But they're not going to
call.
call it. In that situation, you probably want to see Derek hold it. Derek saw a hold there, got pushed, didn't get the call. Now the Warriors have to have a quick memory. They have to lock in on defense.
Clark Lewis with the balls. I'm sure the Hawks are going to counter by holding the ball. As he wheels it up the left side. 13 left now. He's waiting. And timeout called by Bartlett with 9 seconds left here in OT.
And sometimes when you're a player and you get a turnover like that, it can cause you to feel a little bit down. You have to be able to bounce back. You have to have a short memory. There's one possession left. You have to play defense. Hope this can go into second overtime.
Let's talk about the schedule as we have Bartlett here tonight. We have Oak Park River Forest later on. We have Plainfield North later on in this Thanksgiving tournament. And then we don't know who we play quite yet. Then we have Marion Central Catholic, Timothy Christian, Naperville North, Aurora Christian, and Hinsdale Central, the only foreseeable away games as well. 30 seconds left here in this timeout. It looks, I don't know about you guys, but this game has all been about the time. It really feels like we are clock watching a ton in this one.
So they're probably going to try and get some kind of motion going for Clark Lewis. What they need to do is they need to make sure not to foul. If he gets a shot off, they have to just leave it up to fate. They cannot send him to the free throw line because it's looking likely that he would make both.
They're going to find Clark Lewis or Jake Nowak or Marty McCarthy, their three biggest players. We'll see what happens here. 9 seconds left. Bartlett's ball on the far side.
And Bartlett may try to get it inside, make the refs make a decision.
We'll see what happens here. Clark Lewis going to the corner as they don't have a play.
And they have to burn a timeout here. Great defense by the Warriors.
The clock leads down just a little more now.
Yeah. The Warriors have to make sure that even though they're playing great tight defense, make sure that they don't get anything over the top.
This is unbelievable. The greatest, maybe the greatest game of the Warriors season so far in this one. Let's talk about the Hawks here for a minute. I mean, we got to talk about Jake Nowak, 25 points in the game. We got to talk about Clark Lewis. I mean, he's the best player in the court right now.
I mean, and it's a pretty different strategy. The Warriors have spread scoring all around, 12 points, 18 points, 12 points, 18. Meanwhile, it's been Jake Nowak and Clark Lewis for Bartlett. They've really been the main two guys getting on the basket.
And they just stack those guys the entire game. They find them the ball, and they let them take their shots. Where Derek Schlembecker, Wandy Munoz, and all the other guys are passing the ball around and letting other players make the play and let their showmanship play out for their teammates.
Absolutely.
As 9.6, the clock is corrected now. On we go, 84-84 here in OT. If you were just joining us, please go back and watch the previous hour and a half of this game. You will not regret it. Here we go.
If the Warriors are going to double team, they have to make sure that they know where everyone is.
Bartlett with a set play. They play it way back. Here we go. Clark Lewis on the far side. 7 seconds. 6, 5. He pulls up with the shot. It's no good. And 2, 1, and no shot.
He did not get it off.
We will go to a second overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
Great one-on-one defense.
Yeah. That is great defense by the Warriors there.
Clark Lewis got a shot off. They didn't panic. They didn't overreact. They didn't foul. He missed it. off the rebound, they're able to get back to the shooters, and we're going to a second overtime.
We go to the second overtime now. The Warriors took the lead in the first overtime to start, and the Hawks made their way back just like that with the 1 3-pointer. It's the same game for both sides. Who's going to come out on top? Will it be the Hawks? Will it be the Warriors? This is the craziest game we have ever broadcasted on YouTube. And when we talk about Wheaton Academy Sports being live streamed on YouTube, we got to give a shout out to the girls basketball team who played a great tournament last weekend. We live streamed one of their games. They just did a great job overall.
They went 2-1.
They lost in the championship game of the tournament. We were live streamed a win as Abby Schroeder and Emma Tate really carried that team. As they played a game today, had a tough loss. But, you know, they got a good schedule coming up ahead of them. They can't wait to get ready to go.
And some of the girls basketball team here today supporting the guys.
Yeah, and coming back to the game now, I will say it time and time again, the Warriors need to stay composed here. 4 minutes on the clock, and you have a tie game. You need to stay composed. Do not panic. Next play mentality. If you make a mistake, you need to move on to the next play.
Katan, if you were out there on the court and this was your opening senior night for 4 of these guys that are on the court right now, you're levitating. This is the greatest experience of your life.
I would be exhilarated. This is exactly what you want.
And Jeffrey Hilmer able to win that one for the Warriors. Derek Schlembecker will start it here. Second overtime, here we come. Quarter number 6. Wandy Munoz, he pulls up for 3, and it is no good, but recovered by Jeffrey Hilmer. He almost took the shot himself, but decides not to. And that one is tipped and will be the Warriors' ball.
Dangerous pass, but Warriors able to get it back.
Clark Lewis not quite able to get a hand on that one.
And I'm not worried about that shot from Wandy Munoz. I mean, this is his first game at Wheaton Academy. For your first game to go like this, I mean, he's definitely got to be feeling a lot of emotions.
Wandy Munoz now has 12 points in this one, finds Derek Schlembecker, who has 18, tied for the leading scorer on this Warriors team. Finds Wandy once again. Jeffrey Hilmer now. He goes to the middle, finds Wade Davis on the outside. He'll go to the middle as well. Lob shot, it's 2-pointer. And the Warriors go up 86-84.
All the shooters the Warriors had is why Wade Davis was so wide open. They cannot come off of those shooters.
And that's a 3-pointer there by Jake Nowak. They go up by 1. Our key to the game was finding 38 points. The Warriors have found 86 in this one and have done a great job overall. But now they're trailing 1 with just under 3 to play. Wandy Munoz no good there and fumbled.
They are going to call
and it will be Bartlett's ball, as that one looked like it was out on Bartlett, but
I think they might have gotten Jeffrey for a foul. No, they did not.
Here we go. Hawks ball now as they move it up the other side. Wandy Munoz playing good defense. They continue to D up. And that's another 3-pointer. They have a 4-point lead. The Warriors need to start moving. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock.
The Warriors have come back in all 4 quarters, and they're going to have to do it again.
Here we go. Andrew Mueller doing the work himself. And it's a 2-point game just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Warriors not about to lay down in this one. Wandy Munoz playing defense now. Mark Lewis. They find him in the corner again. He will go for his 3rd three-pointer.
That is just a tough shot. Jeffrey Hilmer was this close to blocking it, but
9 straight points from the same player, and that guy is going crazy right now. And it'll be the Warriors going to the line here.
I mean, right now, they've probably got to start going over those screens on Nowak and Lewis. I mean, they've shown that they're going to hit those shots consistently.
That's Nowak having a crazy game. That's another shot, again, that he's made.
But the
Derek
Warriors...
Schlembecker able to put one in. If Derek can nail this shot right here, he puts his team in the hunt with 2 minutes left to play. They're still not out of it.
And coming to the end of the game, the Warriors have more guys that can make baskets consistently.
And he makes that one now. Derek Schlembecker has 20 points in this one, leading the Warriors. Clark Lewis plays it to his teammate. Wandy Munoz now playing defense. Clark Lewis now.
Wandy denying him off the ball, too.
Clark Lewis trying to find a teammate. He goes for a 2-pointer. It's in. 5-point lead now for Bartlett. Here we go. Derek Schlembecker tries to find the middle. Andrew Mueller, and that is just short. An air ball there.
The Warriors might want to start considering double teaming because they are not missing Nowak and Lewis. You might want to force someone else to make a shot here.
As he will go to the middle, trying to find a teammate on the outside. They keep dribbling, nothing playing here. They're burning clock.
And you think at some point they're probably going to have to foul, and there it is. They're in the bonus, and they've got to get the ball back. And two 30-point games for Nowak and Clark Lewis. I mean, they have absolutely carried this Bartlett team tonight.
And Nowak will go to the line once again. And it is good. They have a 6-point lead now. Bartlett is running away with this one. And that one is in, a 7-point lead now for Bartlett. Wandy Munoz starts the play for the Warriors.
Yeah, they're going to have to go a little bit faster here. Derek calming his team down. It's a block shot, but it's out on them, so they still have an opportunity to get another shot.
Andrew Mueller now. He drives the paint, tries to find Wade Davison tight, and it's fumbled. Bartlett's ball here.
They're going to have to start fouling, yeah. Just Nowak and Lewis have just made some unbelievably tough shots so far in overtime and double overtime. The Warriors fought back in regulation, but and Wandy has fouled out of the game. Fans are getting a little bit hyped for Bartlett.
And that one goes out there, no good.
And
as another shot will be awarded to
not
Bartlett right here.
It's not a one-on-one here, it's two shots.
As big opportunity. If Bartlett would somehow miss this one, the Warriors have a chance, as that one does go in. 8 points. The Warriors trail. Here we go. They need to get something going in this one. Derek makes a nice move, cuts to the basket.
And one.
And one there for the Warriors.
That's what you need. Derek gets an easy layup with a chance to get a free throw.
Derek Schlembecker has come to play, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at the replay. Makes a nice behind-the-back move, drives the net, puts it up, and one there.
Talk about taking advantage of opportunity for Derek. This is a guy who did not get that many minutes last year, but Coach Smith put trust in him, and he is making.
And he makes another one there. 5-point game now. Warriors making it a little bit interesting. And they play it out to Clark Lewis.
It's a 2-shot foul here.
As they will play the numbers once again. 16 seconds left now. Here we go. Bartlett will go to the line. The shot, it's up, it's no good.
If you're the Warriors right now, you're in a race against the clock. Even if whether he misses or makes this one, you have to get up a quick shot, probably a 3. And you can see Bartlett start to hang back because they know.
And that one's missed as well. Andrew Mueller will play it to Jeffrey. Jeffrey goes up the wing, pulls it himself, and it's no good. And foul there by Derek Schlembecker.
That will probably do it for the Warriors. That should probably do it.
That is the dagger right there. Looks like the Hawks are going to run away with this one. An incredible game for both squads.
And in the end, Bartlett just made a few more shots than the Warriors did, and that's really all you need.
Yeah, regardless, I think this shows great promise for later on in the season as well. Some players stepping up after last year, not even starting. Guys like Derek And I mean, he has really stepped up tonight with 23 points, sinking that last-second buzzer beater to send it to overtime. Either way, I really think
as well. 6 seconds left.
I really
5,
think it shows great
4.
promise.
Derek's going to have to shoot it.
Derek Schlenbecker from deep again. No
Yeah,
good, and the
that
clock
was good.
runs out. The
Warriors.
Hawks run away with this one. An incredible matchup. The matchup of the year.
And
As it goes to double overtime. Derek Schlenbecker hits a buzzer beater to send us there, and Hawks run away with it.
Yeah, but a loss here, but still a lot to build on for the Warriors.
And you talk about a loss here as well. I mean, it seemed like a win from both teams, really. Honestly, a great game overall. Great players you got to, highlight on both sides. Clark Lewis, I mean, he got the job done. 30 points on the board for him. Along with him, Jake Nowak, he did the same thing, also 30 points. So the Bartlett, strategy paid off, giving those two guys the ball, as Derek Schlenbecker really led the Warriors in this one. Wandy Munoz and Jeffrey Hilmer, the three guys that really drove this team to putting us in double overtime.
And big shout out to Andrew Mueller, who did not play well to start the game, but was able to bounce back and have a big impact.
So thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you guys for, helping out on the live stream. I was excited to be up here. I know Max, Catan, you guys were as well. Thank you everyone on the crew for being here. And make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss more games like this coming up. But for now, Warriors country.
Let's ride.